Now, one of the interesting things about Kokomi in particular is the fact that whenever she's in her elemental burst state and she hits opponents, if you, during her elemental burst state, increase her max HP, she will deal more damage. The damage that she does is not snapshotted, and that is like really, really cool because it can really work well with someone like Yelan and her C4 constellation. So let's just quickly look at it. So you'll see here's Kokomi, this is mine, so you'll just see the damage numbers. We'll just quickly activate to C6, and there you can see there are the typical usual numbers. And what we're now going to do is increase our max HP, and I'll explain afterwards how all of this works. So there you go, max 25% HP increase, and there you can see the numbers also going a bit up. So what is the maths? How does this all work? Well, the 25% max HP increase that you sort of saw here applies obviously only to the base health, not the total. So that is a total health increase of about 3,376, and that will obviously add up to be this number that you can see in game. Now, the implications for someone like Kokomi is that this is the difference, the before and after, and you can sort of see that if you tally up everything, the total damage is increased about by 7.5%, which is not too bad. Now, remember, this is Kokomi on her own. This is not when after you've decreased the opponent's resistance or increased or given any extra hydro damage bonus, etc, etc. So if you're using someone like Kazuha and Yelan and Kokomi, you can expect these numbers to go up pretty significantly. So if Yelan can increase Kokomi's max HP, then this little increase here is also going to go through the damage equation. So if you shred the opponent's resistance, if you add hydro damage bonus, if you increase the damage that Kokomi will deal with Yelan's passive talent, then these numbers are suddenly starting to look like really powerful. So just a bit of like napkin math. So if we take this number right here, and we currently divide it by Kokomi's current elemental damage bonus, then you'll probably get something of this order. And obviously if we now increase it, let's say you had Kazuha by 40%, then you will have something like roughly something like this, about 16,000. And if you shred the opponent's resistance and you increase the multiplier, again, this is all just speculative because it depends on enemies and so on, you could be looking at this, and then obviously Yelan's own damage increase bonus will obviously apply on top of that as well. So let's just be generous, let's just say all of these are 20k. Your Kokomi is doing about 80,000 damage. Well, my Kokomi is doing about 80,000 damage with Yelan, Kazuha, and this little seemingly small number really starts adding up as well. So to be honest, I'm like really excited, because that is about what, 80,000 every 1.2 seconds. So what is her effective DPS? That's like roughly about 67k, and that's without any critical hits. So it's just like, you know, the character that cannot crit is doing the equivalent of an entire team's worth of damage effectively per second during her elemental burst. And we're also forgetting that Yelan herself will also have her elemental burst do damage. That's also going to be affected by any swirl and hydro damage bonuses. So yeah, guys, and she's also an HP scaler, which is, you get the point. I think Kokomi and Yelan, even if you've got them at C0, are gonna hit really hard as a combo. I dare I say it's the death of Xingshu. I'll be so happy that I don't have to use him anymore. We've got an absolutely awesome female character coming up, so I'm really excited. How this will still play out, we don't know. I don't know what the final calculations are. I'm not in the beta round this time, so I can't make any predictions and stuff. But from what I can see on paper, it looks to be really good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, don't take my numbers too literally here. This is just quickly done. Obviously, we'll test it in game, and we'll obviously refer back to this video and see how far off we were. But it's going to be really awesome. Thanks for watching. Cheers.